What's going on here, Richard?
I'm gonna put
You
tie
unraveled?
knot, yeah, so this particular rod I really enjoy. It fits anywhere in the back seat, trunk, you can carry it conspicuously and put it together. You just run it through all these hoops here. Once you run it through, make sure they're all there. I like to grab my 1/8 ounce weight. Doesn't matter which one you use. This is the one I prefer, the one I recommend. The ones that look like cones. And there's a hole in the cone. Yeah, it goes right through. So you have some room. One day I am going to organize my tackle box, but not today. I think I'm going to use this number 1, size 1, Gamakatsu. Love this brand. It's one I recommend. It's one I use for freshwater. Okay, I'm going to show you this knot that I use. This is my preferred knot. Come around, put your thumb there and hold it. So it's like a, just put it one on top of the other. Simple. Go around 5 times, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have this loop, and I have the end of this line. I go underneath the loop, and I fold it over, and you just made a loop by doing that, so I put it right in there in the loop. So now you're all in the loop. Tug it nice and tight. The excess line, snip it off, discard it. Don't throw it in the woods. Don't eat it. Just put it in your pocket, put it in your trash can. Then, I love these yums. 4-inch dingers. I'm going to show you how I do the worm. So in these yums, there's a groove here. Put the groove towards the palm. Come on top, hook it, come on through. So far so good. The groove is to the left, the hook is to the right. Bring it all the way up to the top, and then spin it to the left. Spin the hook. Now you bend the worm until the hook goes inside the groove and it's flush. This way now, when it's in the bottom of the water, it's not going to snag. It's concealed. See that? I'm even going left and right underneath, and I don't feel the hook. So you can float around the bottom of the water, not get hooked on branches and whatnot. Then the weight comes down. So now you have this combo apparatus. It's important you put the weight on first, then the hook. What's going to happen is when you throw it in the water, the weight is going to hold it down in the water, and the worm is going to float like this. It's going to give the illusion to the fish that this worm is eating stuff from the bottom, has no idea that you're there. All right, so we're ready for our first cast. I crank it all the way to the top. bail, hold finger here with the line that you're going to use. Now you have an open bail, and notice the worm is not falling because it's staying there because you have the finger here. And as you throw it, you luckily release your finger. Close the bail, and you want that worm to sink to the bottom. You also want to keep a tight line, so you can feel if there's any nibbles or bites or any action. The difference with using the worm is that you're depending on your sense of touch and feel, because the worm is underneath the water. You have no idea what's happening down there. Versus using the frog earlier. The frog floats and stays above the water, and you can see it. Lovely.
Oh, wow.
So we're just going to practice with the casting. The casting is, you have everything set up. Close the bail. And you want to be one with the worm. Be the worm. Be on the ground, slithering, slowly, attracting fish. Presentation. You want to make sure you don't get caught on these lily pads. So, see what happens?
Oh.
Because of the Texas rig, the style that I put it in, it could have picked up so many other lines, but it didn't. It's in there, the hook is in there, secured, ready for the next cast.